Hello and welcome to my stream today. They just started. Come on, man. Hello, Lom, and hello, Pitlokazi. Let me at least give you a shout out. No. How are you doing today? Ashnod. I don't actually know that game. And thank you very much for the follow, Kazi. So let me just, first of all, before I get completely forget it, normally I have music running in the background here. Video game music. That is nondescript, that yet very characteristic. There we go. But hello! San Francisco and they saw the announcement. I mean, yeah, so I just said it myself, so yeah. How's everyone doing today? So I'm just gonna quickly click the buttons that are necessary to get into the campaign because it's gonna load for a moment. Should be this one. Not delete, that would be stupid. Today, our mission is to continue capturing all of Europe. And maybe actually get a shot at America. The reason why we haven't done that yet and why it's a maybe is because we just constantly get attacked by other people while we're preparing. Actually, it was Action 1, not the game, but a description of your... But thank you very much for the raid, Mum. I hope your stream was great. Right, we are invading on two different fronts at the same time. This one might fail. Austria's ports are very big. Hello, Bakathura. That is definitely not gonna go through. We're invading a home country area of Austria-Hungary, where they have an army of 200,000 men with 5,000 men. That's a bit ambitious, I'll be honest. Unfortunately, we have no control over that. Because for the people that don't know this game, also my model seems to actually be fairly big today. There we go, that's a bit better. For the people that don't know this game, we are playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. A game where you get to, first of all, design your own ships, which is very important. But more importantly, you only get to control over the Navy. So I am in control over the German Navy, but nothing else. If anything happens, this reminds you of naval-only Europe Universalis. If anything happens that is decided by the politicians or by the army, you have absolutely no control over it. I'm currently at war with Italy and Russia. If I get really... not Italy. Why did I say Italy? Austria and Russia. If my politicians decide to do so, they could sign a peace with either of them at any moment. And I hope they don't. Because I'm still trying to capture stuff. In fact, Central Russia is about to fall. Now, the designing ships is very important, because that is the best feature of this game. And honestly, let's just start the day off by designing a ship. Why not? It's a cool concept where you are the leader. Yeah. We get to influence some decisions. Like, some questions are asked towards you like, hey, there's some people protesting about our naval expenditures. What is your opinion? And depending on what you click, yeah, you usually get like 3 or 4 choices. Depending on what you pick, you either get more naval budget, but less economy growth, more economy growth, or but less budget, or nothing. And then sometimes there's hard choices. Genius, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Well, the thing is that sometimes you get questions about things that aren't really Navy related, but just generally, you know, general country related. So, why don't we design a battlecruiser? Protest about naval budget? Shoot. That does sound like a very used suggestion there, Wakasura. Just scroll down through the list of our ships. Actually, shoot, you can hit them. Oh yeah, we can hit many, I think. Especially with our new upgrades. Do we try to do a funny? And if so, in what way? We're building a battle cruiser, so we are limited on weight. First of all, I should actually set up all the systems here. Actual building too. Yes. Also, gas turbines. 190 horsepower per ton. This might go on the list. Now, why is that such an important number? It's because we were using this one. Double-geared steam turbines, which is 135 horsepower per ton. We got these two technologies in the way, which are technically not bad, but they have very little horsepower per ton, so I don't really like them. Let me just get some upgrades on this. We might have to sacrifice some stuff. I want to set it up for if I can. Not all of this is straight upgrades, but for most of this it is. For example, all of the things down here, hydro or sonar, they're straight upgrades to each other. But at the same time, on the rangefinders, you have coincidence rangefinders and stereoscopic rangefinders. Coincidence rangefinders give you more base accuracy and aiming speed. Stereoscopic rangefinders gives you less interference on finding the range and more long-range accuracy, which I prefer. And then over here for the citadels, we have some different armor schemes. If you know naval stuff, this is pretty nice, because for here you see the turtleback armor scheme, while over here you have all or nothing, or the advanced armor citadel. This is a general all-rounder. This is for a specific style of battleship that is honestly very, very good, but has its downsides. And this one is very heavy if you want to go for heavy armor, but at the same time, it's really, really hard to defeat. Let's go for the armor scheme. What are we gonna do? 1899, I think it's gonna be our base modifiers here, with 6 main deck, 4 fore and aft. Give me a thick one of those, and plus in the deck, maybe like actually we can probably go. Okay. Now we're obviously having a weight limit here. We can only go so big, which is why I'm constantly watching that number. Actually, go 5 there. We also go for many bulkheads, standard crew quarters. We're not going to go for 39 knots because, well, that's very, very fast. It's also going to be very, very heavy. Hey, sleepers. Just doing that just costs us a bunch, and that is still very, very fast. Yikes, that's very fast, but also... Okay. We'll probably go with 31.5 knots. Actually, maybe 32? Oh, wait, just handled 32. 31.8 you're running? From what? I have a feeling that you don't usually normally run. Not from your problems this time. Are you actually running to get fit? That's an unlikely thing for sleepers to do. Not an impossible thing, but... So, what do we plonk onto this bad boy? We can go for hilariously big guns, but honestly, I don't really feel like it. Mostly walking, but yeah. How about we plonk on some quad 14 inches? With some, I mean, quad turret setup. Very heavy, I have to admit. Right off the bat. Large halfway offset, so I need to shuffle everything further forward. Make Nelson with 3D printers. Yes. Let me just grab my 3D printers. We have a bit of weight left over, but that's only because we haven't done that yet. We can probably go down to anti-top 4, which will save us a lot of weight. Which is good, because we also haven't really decided on most of this. We're gonna go with cap ballistics. Do we build for the most annoying high explosive shells in this game? I'd like to have at least enhanced reloading, which would be nice to have. Like, at the moment we have a high explosive range of 19.3 kilometers with incendiary shells, which will burn the enemy to a crisp. It's just that the reload isn't great. How much penetration can we get on the piece? That's a lot of penetration for some high explosive shells. We're looking at, my head is hiding it over there. 3.9 inches of high explosive penetration at 25 kilometers. That is quite a lot of penetration at quite a lot of distance. So, the problem, of course, is that the fire chance is very low, and the damage is fairly low as well. Maybe we can find a bit of a balance here. That's still 2.8 inches of penetration. God damn. Penetration of the guns is fairly okay. I think we're gonna stick with base fuse here. No, I do not like that. So we need to save some weight somewhere. Obviously, the easiest way to do is reduce the range of the ship, first of all. We don't need 27,000 kilometer range or 25,000 kilometer range. We have essentially ports everywhere in Europe, and we only really will start to need them when we get over to the other continents. America. I'm talking about America. We're also in Africa, and we're also in Asia, so it's really only America. You mean operational range? Yes. Operational range of the ship. Not gun range. No. The gun range is pretty good. 22 kilometers with high explosive and 26 with armor piercing. Let's actually go with standard ratio on the guns, yeah. We can force some nasty shit with those high explosive shells. Secondary guns. Can we fit some 6 inches? I don't want to hear any comments from Sleepless specifically. 10% beam. Decreases our engine efficiency, so we can probably go like 31.5 now. No. 31.2. No. 31. Good enough. Come on. Now one on the other side. Further forward there. They should have a decent range right off the bat because of the propellants and everything. 12 kilometer with high explosive, decent penetration on them. The rate of fire is not going to be the greatest. We are overweight though, so let's shave some more range off. 12,000 kilometers. We can't fit more 6 inches, but 3 triples I think is good enough. That's essentially a very light cruiser. Let's put some 4 inches though. Damn it, we can't. Never mind. 3 inches it is. Wait, no, we can fit more 6 inches. Dang it. Okay. I should have that issue. Okay. As long as we don't have to shuffle this one further forward, or this one further backwards, we should be fine here. So, that leaves us with a decent secondary battery, nothing too major, but some very nasty main guns. We have very good high explosive shells. Maybe we should really focus on the high explosive on this thing. Three-stage E. And let's go with a three-stage E on both of them. Leaving us with 300 tons. Maybe we can put some 3 inches here. You know, okay, well, easily. Increase the barrel length of the 3 inches to like 15% extra, increase the range. Say, based on the tracking on the mouth movement, you would say you've done a great job on the tracking, but also the detail in the tracking of the eyebrows, say I did a good job. No, yeah. It's technically only really 3 different facial expressions. The tracking of everything without the facial expressions being active is done by just minimum and maximum parameters. It's pretty nice though. Also, just illuminate myself a little brighter so that the tracking actually works a little bit better. So here we have a funny little guy. I'd say this thing is probably going to be decent. The setting it is, you have on it. Thank you very much. So, that's another battlecruiser design we can build. We can build 4 of it, because I have some custom rules set for myself. On average, I can only build 3 of whatever battleship or battlecruiser class I build. Meaning that if I build a class with 3 ships, that's an average of 3. If I build 1 class with 2 and 1 class with 4, well, that's an average of 3. I do also have myself a hard limit. Is the game too easy otherwise? No, it's just more interesting. The thing is, you can fairly easily build a battleship class that is basically the best thing you can come up with, and build like 30 of them. You just won't have to design more ships for a long while. Which is a little boring to me. I mean, to be fair, at this point, we are so far in the game that most of the difficulties are not from actually having our ships kill the enemy, but from other stuff like taking over countries. So the game is essentially soft, you are challenging yourself more. I've done it the entire time throughout this campaign. So whenever I build a battleship or battlecruiser class, I've only built 2 to 4 of them. I think 1 or 2 times I've built 1 of a class, and then... yeah, but... that didn't happen that often. It's just a lot more interesting, because that way you get to see a bit more of the weird designs you can build in the ship designer. Especially for battleships, because those are the big ships slugging it out at the sea. While for stuff like light cruisers and heavy cruisers, I have standardized stuff that is just going to get upgraded over and over. This is a battle we do not want to take. Surprise! Light cruisers against a battleship. Shit. It's a very light battleship, and I think it's pretty old. 6 double 12 inches. Oof. Okay. Smoke spam. But yeah, essentially it's just... I could build a battleship that's just cost-effective and pretty good in every single way, but that would just be boring. Now, we can see the transports over there, I think. Actually, no, that's... yeah, okay, that is a transport. There we have the enemy battleship. It's a light one, but that doesn't make it less dangerous. It's also very old, actually, now that I look at it. Naval battles during this time period have smoke screens? Yes, they did. They're essentially just usually put on by throwing water on the boilers. The enemy doesn't seem to know we're here yet. For a moment there, I thought it was one of our own destroyer designs, but no, it's not. We're not getting betrayed by one of our allies. So, we are over here fighting with our light cruisers, which have 5 triple turrets, build Belfast. I mean, I essentially build a better Belfast. We have 5 triple turrets of 7-inch guns. With high rate of fire, good high explosive performance and everything. Wonder what situation led to throwing water on the boiler to do that. Belfast is the name, you know. I mean, the city is not exactly unknown. Let's burn the battleship down to the ground. Because we need that battleship gone ASAP. It doesn't seem to have the best... Yeah, it doesn't seem to have the best armor because our high explosive shells are damaging it very consistently. But we might just take it to 2 extents of fire. Those 3 inches, though. There was so much fire on board within so little time. They just gave up. Yep. That's a way to sink a ship. There's multiple. One, as you can see, is setting them on fire. The second one is due to flooding, which is obvious. The third is killing enough crew so that they just give up. And, oh, torpedo. Let's dodge that. I think actually there's no other. Actually, structure. That red health bar, if that reaches 0, you also sink. The US in the Japan with HMS Hood are some of your favorite historical ships. I'm German, so about the Hood I can only say kaboom. It is a very nice looking ship though. There's a lot of really, really cool ships. Yeah. Transports are absolutely no challenge, no surprise there. The battleship sunk very, very easily. I didn't expect that. Also, let me just drink something because, yeah. There are a lot of ships that are really, really cool. Give me a moment. Yes, I'll double drink. So, I am usually a big fan of cruisers. Especially ones that either look really, really nice or have really nice... It sounds stupid when you say that, but character, I guess. Because there are some cruisers that are pretty fucking stupid. But they have a lot of character. We just failed to gain Croatia, which was our naval invasion down here. We're just gonna have to wait until the naval invasion up here finishes, and then we can move all of our ships down. There's an ambush here. Destroyers versus destroyers. But this is our most modern class, and we get some ally destroyers here. I think this, name-wise, they're probably all the Russian destroyers, and they are not very well armed. What the hell? Like the Garsh B. To be fair, the Garsh B was really good for what it did. And it is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I actually really like the ship. Like the Prinz Eugen, the Yubari, the Mogami, especially the 155 version, because it's just such a neat little idea. Let's build a heavy cruiser, but swap 150, but put 155mm guns on there, because we can. Hipper was a neat leader. The Hipper looks really nice. It's, personal opinion here, the best looking heavy cruiser. Now, what do we have here? Oh, yeah, look, it's a storage avoid. Yep, you are terrible. Let's just take you, detach you from the fleet, and turn you around. Detach you from the fleet and turn you around. What about the others? D146. That's ours. It's very funny when you look at the destroyer like this, the Vladimir, and you see the design cues. It's tiny, it has a torpedo tube, and it has very little guns. And then you look at my destroyer. It's pretty big, it has torpedoes, it has 4 triple gun turrets. Where are you going? Big. Well, destroyer is big. You're just gonna attach yourself to the other destroyer division here. Go with top speed, because my destroyer is also faster, and not just a bit. Actually, this one's relatively speedy. This one's really speedy. Speaking of the weird, Chris, what's your opinion on the Blücher? Isn't that just another Graf big class? Was it a Graf Speer or was that another hipper class? Can't remember right now. Because of hipper, yeah, I believe. I can never remember the second, the name of the second, Deutschland class ship. Which is, you know, the, Dashby. So, we know where the enemy is, thanks to radar. Over there. We are probably faster than them? Maybe? Maybe not? Okay, we're catching up. We are catching up. Now, let me see. What is your destroyer design? It's ancient. It has 2 guns? 3? No, 3 guns. That's another turret up front. Sorry. Well, we set the enemy destroyer on fire. No, I just know Norway protects it as a war memorial. Ah. There's a bunch of ships that are protected up there in the fjords. Also some ships that weren't protected up there in the fjords. Like the Tippets, which was taken apart for salvage, and metal. Some of which has ended up in knives, which is pretty neat. It's smoked up, so we're just gonna have to approach even further. Yep. This is gonna take a moment because the enemy is just running away. There isn't really anything I can do about their behavior, so I can't make them stop running. I just have to either break contact myself and end the battle without actually fighting them, or sink them. One thing over here in the States you find weird is that they really don't teach about the battles that happen up north of Europe. To be fair, this might just be a Germany thing. In German school you don't get taught about the battles at all. Maybe the Battle of Berlin. Maybe. You get taught about all the politics behind the war, but nothing about the battles at all. Probably because, you know, Germany were kind of the cause of it all. Yeah, probably. I'm not quite sure, but it's a shame because after you heard about the political side of it one time, it starts getting very, very stale. As you can probably imagine. Well, you're at least fast, so maybe you can help me catch up to these guys. I want to know how fast these guys are going. Oh, set the wrong one on fire. How did that happen? You guys as this generation weren't the cause of it? I mean, yeah. Obviously. It happened, like, 60 years before I was even conceived. Like 50, but oh well. Come on, stop smoking. Just want to sink you two destroyers. Stop running away. I am getting closer, which is really good, because that's going to make them more accurate. But, my god, stop running. What if I make you fire explosive? Okay, we actually know what they are now. They are going at 31 knots, so we are faster than them. Just not a lot faster. They have mostly no armor. So if the high explosive shells hit, yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage. The armor piercing shells had the problem of overpenning or not doing anything at all. While the explosive shells, when they hit something that they can actually penetrate, they're gonna do a lot. Come on, hit him. Come on, smack him. Smack him. Smack him! How can you miss that consistently? Did you hit the other one? No, you didn't. There we go. Good damage. This guy's about to blow. Now, at the moment, they're all firing only one of their turrets, because, well, I have to kind of sail after them. Which is not really what they're designed to do. Most of like the gun power is in the rear. No ammo for torpedoes. Why are you so far behind? Well, there goes one. Now we just have to follow... Actually, let's just get that battle here. They had some losses. I'm happy with it. One ship dead. It's just going to take forever to hunt that thing down. And they're not really trying to bury history. That's not a thing that's happening at all. The thing is just that everyone's trying really hard to imbue the sense of responsibility in us, which is fair, and there's a lot of stuff that, you know, of making sure that it doesn't get repeated. Which makes some things that you see happen in daily life and stuff a little bit... Not in our country, but in other countries. Makes it a bit concerning. Let's see what happens here. Auto-resolve. Damage to a cruiser. Eventually I'm actually going to have to take over this peninsula. Now these invasions are definitely not going to work out because we have no army power in any of these areas. Whatsoever. The good thing is that Central Russia will belong to us in 2 turns. So let's just... oh, we're getting some more battleships that are just getting finished. Not ship design, sorry. Fleet. Should be the Niedersachsen. That should be commissioning right now. So that's another good amount of firepower ready. Yes. Next turn. We have a very large escort fleet ready here to bring them down to the area where the battle is really happening. And also actually finally captured that last bit of Austria that I can actually reach from the seaside. Essentially, I'm trying to reduce them to a one-port area. Same thing that we did to Spain. We didn't do that to France, though it would have been funny. Okay, war continues. Thank you very much. Fight to the end with Russia. Enemy submarine attack. Auto-resolve. Can't really do that. Sense, choke them. It also makes it really, really, really easy to... That's an equal fight. We're taking this. It makes it really easy to blockade them and really cripple their economy. Like, we're already blockading them, but we can do better. Also, that's an equal fight only in numbers. It's not actually equal because our ships are significantly more modern. 30 times speed as we try to find them. There they are. Raiders picked them up. They're low on fuel. The thing is, we are so far into the war against Austria that we've basically whittled down their entire navy to the point where they're not using their own ships anymore. They're asking their allies. And this is a Turkish ship. This is an Austrian one. Oh, that's a solid light cruiser design. I guess that's 4-inch guns? Maybe 5 inches? 127s? We have over here. Another Austrian destroyer. The Austrians are the most near-peer navy that we have in our current territory, which is interesting. The thing is just that they are so late to actually fighting us, they are very unlikely to actually meet our capabilities. Because while their light cruiser looks fairly modern and well designed, ours have 15 7-inch guns, which is definitely going to outgun them at every turn. The secondaries are opening up on the destroyer. Now, the only thing that doesn't exist in this game is aircraft. Which, honestly, I'm fine with, because this is pure naval warfare. Hi, Antony. Hi, Captain Master Warfare going pretty well. The Austrians are struggling. We really aren't. They're doing barely anything to us. Still down to like 25 knots. Makes it a little bit more accurate firing at them. Yep, that's that Turkish cruiser is getting absolutely smacked. Hiding in the smoke didn't work out for him. Ammo detonation as well. That thing's going down quick. Torpedo in the water. Dodge that, please. 5.6-inch guns, so 5-inch guns was accurate. It just fired the torpedo as well, so I'm just gonna adjust and make sure that I avoid it. It's also about to go down. That's the Stör done. Now the destroyer. Maybe I should make them fire high explosive. Maybe I'll just watch them absolutely wreck shit. And now to the transports, my friends. Please turn around. Speed back up to top speed. And just go straight at them. Thanks to the fact that we have radar, though, we have some really high long-range accuracy. Which is really good to have. As you can see here, we have a veteran crew, which is increasing our accuracy. And then on the left side here, you can see the technologies, the long-range Texan tower, all of the bonuses to accuracy that we have right now. So these transports, which can barely go like 12 knots, 12.6 knots, are not getting away from our light cruisers. This is a massacre. They try to defend them, but our commerce rating is going very well. One thing at a time, please. Also load the explosives, please. It's gonna be enough, it's just transports. They're definitely gonna sink through the high explosive barrage, so don't have to waste the armor piercing shells for this. Sink the Tukla. Tukla, not Tukla. Gone. Next one, the Exe. Are we missing this one and hitting that one instead? I think we are. It's about to go down though. That's dead. That's way too much damage for our transport. Just because you're the last one left alive, let's just show you a full broadside. Because it's funny. 15 guns, let's go. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, that's the entire fleet removed, yet again. instilling heavy economic problems upon the Austrians because we're bleeding them dry. We have them surrounded on every side, and they really have nowhere to go. The sea is the only path they can get some resources in. We have essentially secured almost all of mainland Europe. The only main parts that are missing are parts of Austria and all of Italy. And Italy's gonna be annoying, but we're gonna have to do it eventually. Also resolve this because it's transports. I can't actually fight them myself. It's a submarine engagement, which is gonna be easy. Cambodia? Cambodia? Oh, down here. Right. Right. Instead of the little thing here. This thing is going to break at some point. Which is pretty funny, because that's where the last battleship and battlecruiser of the Austrians are. How do I know it's the last ones? Because you can actually watch the politics and see that they have one battleship and one battlecruiser, one heavy cruiser and one destroyer, and 4 submarines. That's all the ships that they have left. So, essentially nothing. Oh, we are almost at war with England. Don't want that. Not right now. Maybe when we're done with Austria, but not right now. The Niedersachsen class is done. 3 triple 15-inch turrets. At 64,000 tons. Chance to succeed when lower. Why did you go lower? The 97% chance though, so let's just hope it'll succeed. That is central Russia that might just fall to us. Which is a very large swath of land. Connected to one port. Don't ask me how this works. It just does. Also, I'm very sorry for being a bit sniffly today. It's just... yeah. The British are not happy. Sunk a submarine. Very good. Always get baffled by the population density of Russia. It's essentially nothing. Like, despite the fact that they have so many people living in the country, the population density is barely anything. There's so much empty land that it's just not arable. Okay, we did just stave off some war with Britain. Allegedly, we're putting pressure on them from the Bay of Biscay, but we have no ships there at all. What the fuck, man? There's another convoy mission here. Now you lost just now against 2 light cruisers. Now you want to fight a heavy cruiser. Sure, we can do that. Everyone lives near Moscow and all Eastern Russia is wilderness. Yeah. It goes the same for Northern Russia. Like, not all of Northern Russia, of course, but Siberia and everything, it's just... there's just nothing there. Here we have our big heavy cruisers. Still not quite happy with the fact that we got the weird 8-inch turrets instead of the proper ones. Well, annoyed is the wrong way to say that, but just attach you to this fleet. Enemies apparently to our left. So, we should have a fairly easy time sinking these guys, because they couldn't even handle the light cruisers, and now they're fighting one of our heavies. Which is considerably heavier armored, and armed. We still don't have torpedoes on this fleet, but that's fine. Yeah, that's again an Ottoman cruiser here. Very old design. The Ottomans were allied with me for a while, but they didn't really buy any of my designs. Truly a shame for them. Truly a shame. Honestly, switch to explosive. Slow down a bit to get a little bit more accuracy. And get all the turrets firing. City's auto again. Might just get a good armor piercing penetration here from the side. If you hit. Why are you so inaccurate right now? That's better. That's a lot better. That's a lot of flooding on that cruise. That's almost gone. It is gone. It has been removed. Ooh, that's a lot of torpedoes, though. Okay. They might have actually just gotten the deal of a lifetime here. With those torpedo hits. I have pretty good anti-flooding systems. And they're still going to lose their cruisers. But these two will definitely go into the dry dock. That one stopped the flooding, that one stopped the flooding. More torpedoes. The AI is currently confused who to make the leader for the for the fleet. Please, just leave it at one of them. Oh my god, I'm just gonna detach them. They're both being uncontrollable otherwise. But the enemy's still not gonna get away from us. We just took some nasty hits instead. You know what? You go after those guys. Shield, sink the transports. Well, that guy's definitely trying to lead us away from the enemy. We have no chance of penetrating them. Why are you firing? Why are you still firing armor piercing then? Chipping damage, my friends, and fire. The enemy transports are armed, but as long as they don't have any torpedoes, I think we're fine. Okay, torpedo launchers destroyed. Big hits now from the 8-inch guns. Another transport is sunk. Just keep this guy away from the transports and it will all be fine. We're just gonna have the light cruiser run rampant over here. Do we have the newest hydro and everything on here? I don't think we do we? We have Sonar 3. High casualties. Okay, well, we broke them. Now it's time to sink all of the transports. There's a lot of them, and there's gonna be a lot less of them in a moment. The Austrian economy is currently being broken as we speak. This is essentially a Battle of Britain situation, where the enemy is reliant on the transports coming in. As long as we can continue raiding them, their economy is not going to recover. And that's very funny because in stark contrast to Britain, they're not landlocked. Just that they're landlocked by us. Fucking British. Sorry. Well, that was some nasty damage taken by those torpedoes. British, innit? So, the Austrians are going to have a bad awakening now, because we did in fact take Central Russia. There's no more Russian ports in the Eastern Sea. Well, the Northern Sea. What do... the Baltic Sea. That's what it's called in English. In German, this is the North Sea and this is the East Sea. Which is a Yeah. We've taken every single important port here. Belarus is in circles, but they're still gonna hold because my army is stupid, which is very funny. We're fighting a lot of people with very few people. Moldova is the same thing. NATO League. Yeah. Though, yeah. Is there a British fleet in Le Havre? Excuse me. I would like to improve relations again with them, but I can't right now. I've done that last time. We're going to take one fleet that isn't ridiculously massive. Actually, we're going to take this one that is pretty massive. Actually, what ships are in here? A Bonn and Oldenburg. Okay, yeah, you can take a battleship onto you. You can take a battleship onto you. Go to the Northern Sea. Which is actually where I'm going to send like 4 different fleets. This currently only has the Anhalt, the Jericho, and the Königsberg. Oh, the Jericho fleet merged again. I'd still like to take the Netherlands and Belgium, but they're neutral countries, so I can't. You're just 3 destroyers. Yeah, you can escort a battleship as well. It's gonna be fine. Actually, 5 destroyers. I don't know why I said 3. And then we have you. The reason why I'm sending them over here is because we have multiple battleships waiting in port. One in Emden, one in Wilhelmshaven, one in Bremen, and one in Hamburg. Which puts me into this situation where I can, in fact, afford to build more battleships. Or battle cruisers. Which we have already designed, and such we will put them into production. The Star. Let's build 4 of them. The reason why we continue building so many, by the way, is very simple. The amount of tonnage required to take certain territories is insane. Also, normally people are very not happy when you have lots and lots of war capabilities next to them. But the Italians right now do not care. I'm pretty sure that they just do not want to be at war with us. And I still want them to take Northern Egypt so I can take it off of them. Because we have essentially captured almost all of the entrances. There's only one entrance that does not belong to us. When we are at war with someone, no ship can go through here from them. They can, however, still pass through Egypt. Okay. It's a submarine fight here. 2 submarines against the destroyer. I think that's not a good idea, but I have no choice. Yeah, because the Austrian destroyers actually have anti-submarine warfare equipment. So, I want to actually see, where did the big boy get sent for repairs? Did he get sent back all the way back up here? That would be pretty stupid. No. Better leave that other canal open. You remember what happened last time it was blocked? Oh no, it's not that we're blocking it, it's just that we're not letting anybody else go in there. There's probably some port that is completely over capacity. Oh, it's probably this one, isn't it? The fact that they're all just crammed in that tiny port is very funny. Just the biggest battleship that has ever seen the sea in a 42,000 ton port. Because why not, I guess. At this point, the reason we're staying at war with Russia is purely economic. They pose no real threat to us. They are so outdated, they are no danger. You can see here the technology of other countries. And Russia is the only one left that is at average, apart from Japan. Real give war a chance moment. It's money! What can you say? Also, I do want to take over most of Russia. The thing is just that most of Russia is not actually navally bound. And first of all, I want to take over the Austrian mainland. Japan on your side in the war? It was at some point, but they broke up the alliance. So at the moment, they're neutral. This is not a world war situation. This is currently a I'm at war with two countries, period, situation. Though Spain is attempting to help out Austria. Don't ask me how Spain got their forces to Austria. I don't know either. I'm genuinely impressed. But hey. What can I say is that I like money. Yes. It keeps us at a very, very, very good monthly income. Cargo planes. I mean, you'd assume that a naval... that a fleet would shoot them down, right? But the thing is, while Spain is allied with Austria, and Spanish soldiers are fighting in Austria for their independence, I'm not at war with Spain. And honestly, I think Spain has learned a lesson to not be at war with me. Because all they have left is Mallorca. A tiny island up there in the Mediterranean Sea, next to mainland Spain. I think they learned a lesson. I almost feel like fighting Britain at some point. Because mainland Britain should not be too hard to take apart from a specific area because of massive, massive ports all in one bit. But apart from that, Britain is just not that strongly defended against a naval invasion. War continues. It's a submarine attacking me yet again. That's a bad fight. We don't want to take it. Yeah, I fucking knew it. Auto-resolve. Well, at least you sank the heavy cruiser. Unfortunately, we lost two of our new destroyers. That's annoying. Are you sure? Are you like... Are you sure? I'll take the challenge. The enemy is spotted to the south. Now we have some modern ships here. Some not so modern ships though. Let's just first of all break this fleet up. Because you are slower than everything here. Then link you back up to the other light cruiser. These are gonna be... I mean, these alone could definitely kill the enemy. They're really heavily protected and pretty well armed as well. Show me. 30 times speed, let's go. Radar and sonar make it so easy to find the enemy. The good thing is that I know for absolute certain that these light cruisers over here can catch them. Because they are very, very fast. Well, the enemy is not. Now, the battleships will take a while to get there. Let's set it up. Merge you into the battleship fleet here. The thing is that they're almost certainly trying to make this a no-show. So, a battle where the enemy is just running away. So if I were just following with the heavy cruisers and the battleships, we would never catch them. But because we have these two here, we are going to catch them. We're going to catch them with our pants down. It's going to take a moment. But these two ships have been annoying me up here the whole time. So I don't want to let them go. Come on. Where are you? How far away did you spawn from me? They split up a little bit. That's interesting. There's one radar signature is in this direction, one is in this direction. Do we have a radar signal plinging anywhere? No? Okay. There they are. That's a battleship, isn't it? No, it's not. That's the cruiser, actually. What the fuck did you do with this cruiser hull? That's like the least efficient cruiser hull I've seen in my life. Now, we don't quite have range yet. Well, it's going to change soon. Also, I'm definitely not going to stop my light cruisers from engaging this because they have absolutely no problem killing it. There's the other one. Was there a battleship? Was it just two cruisers? Was it a heavy and a light cruiser? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Well, I'm certain that your armor piercing 7 inches will deal damage if they hit. How about you fire some explosives and set them on fire instead? There we go. Fire has been achieved. That's gonna slowly whittle down the crew. They're surprisingly fast, though. Like, our heavy cruiser fleet is over there, and our battleship fleet is way off in the distance. Our light cruisers are not the most accurate at this distance. It's quite close to the maximum. Actually, no, it's not anymore. Why is the accuracy so bad? Regular trains and... Regular trains, okay. Maybe that's it. Destroy the torpedo. That's good. Cost more fire. Cost more fire. But if you saw, do you name your own ships or are they historic names? It's a 50-50. The class names I try to... I mean, sometimes they are historic names. Or semi-historic names. But most of the time I attempt to make the class name something unique. So for battleships, while we have... Wait a minute. Actually, to be fair, a lot of them really weren't that unique. Like, it's fairly standard German traditional names, but just, you know, names of which I don't really know that many ships. I don't know. I don't name every single ship, though, no. I named essentially the lead ship of the class. And that's it. That thing is gone. Oh, that was a destroyer. This was a destroyer. That did look... Oh, it's one of those. They built a dumb one. Okay, okay. You only know a lot of this naval knowledge from doing research after playing a game that shall not be named. It's not that I hate people that play Azulane, I just don't like Azulane. Like, the designs in it just... They irk me. Don't like them. The good thing is we've blown up the torpedoes on most of the areas. Where's that other torpedo launcher on, you know? Amidships. What the fuck? What did you do? This is a torpedo cruiser! Holy shit, man. Oh, okay. It just lost so many crew members it just died. Okay. The Nipper has been sunk. Unfortunately, killing the crew does not mean you get the ship and get to sell it. It's just gone. Yeah, I can actually show you in a moment that we have a fair bit of... we have a fair bit of a mix of historical class names and non-historical class names. I understand, but you bet you still appreciate that brings people in. Yeah, I guess. You want 3 V-23 destroyers. Sure, I don't know why you want those, but... for clarification there on the V-23 destroyers and why I'm confused about them. Here we have the modern destroyers, the V6 and V7. Designed in 1932. The last update we did to the V-23 was in 1919. Oh, this song, this is Red Alert, right? Yes, I'm playing the Command & Conquer Remaster Collection soundtrack in the background. It just makes for really good music for the games like this. That was a long time ago. It was. So I'm really confused as to why they are not buying the V6 or V7. Like, I would sell them to them. It's destroyed. Maybe it's the price. 25 million against 50 million. Yeah, it's probably the price. They're twice as expensive. And it is Mexico. I don't know what their economy is, but... yeah. Damn, the Japanese really have actually taken over some decent chunks of land here. That is surprising. Some islands here as well. Interesting. Hold up! Austria? Do you have something to tell me? Japan is all up in there. Yeah, but so is Austria. When did they get that? I mean, I do want to make my landing onto this continent, but I don't quite yet know how or where. Is South America a decent choice? They have... all of the ports on here are so small. Like, even the Panama Canal... okay, maybe. Oh boy. Oh boy. What if we went up on their faces and just straight up took the Panama Canal? Cut off half the Navy, right off the bat. Okay, that will have to wait, though. For the moment, we are busy with Austria. Where we have another convoy mission. A light cruiser versus light cruiser. The fact that you are still out on the water, didn't you just take a decent amount of damage, or was that the other one? Say you're crazy, but the canal is such a good strategic point. It is an insanely strategic point. But at the moment, it's not defended. The biggest problem is that I have no resupply port in the area. So we might just use the fact that we're at war with Austria take the port from Austria, use it as a resupply point for our larger fleet, move it through the Panama Canal, and take the Panama Canal from the other side. Let's see, that's the light cruiser. Also, I've actually lowered the volume yesterday while I was playing because, not free time, because the game can get very, very loud. So on the hand, you love it. I mean, it's solid strategy, and I'm planning to go to war with America anyway. The problem is just I need some resupply area. I need a base of operations. Also, at the moment, we have the risk of Britain joining in on the side of the Americans. That was a good shot. First of all, turn. Done this mistake once, we're not about to do it again. They have torpedoes, and they like them. Now, our turret traverse is not the best, but it's good enough. Want to see something funny? Oof. Yeah, taking a gunnery duel against a ship like this? Not a good idea. Oh man, light cruisers with this many fairly big guns is hilarious. What we've built here is literally like a Mogami, with the 15 inches, not 15 inches, 15 centimeters. That's battle done, quick, easy, and down to the points. Absolute massacre. The light cruisers are not holding up at all. Yeah, the main issue that I'm having with the game at the moment, by the way, is nothing that actually has to do with the game, but just with the fact that I have so little time. Because while I still have time and I can play for like an hour longer, the amount of time you need to get something done is surprisingly long. I am currently having a thought. None of these invasions are going to work out. The thing is, what we could do is break Austria altogether. I have forfeited my idea just now of leaving Austria as a shell of its former self. I am going to destroy Austria. We're invading Cambodia. Not Cambodia. Did I click Cambodia? I hope I didn't click Cambodia. Because Cambodia is on the other side of the world. Well, I do have some ships here. They're all actually tied up there. I'm gonna ignore that. Hello? There we go. Submarine. You're gonna just sink. Yeah. Submarines are not the greatest. So, let's quickly make this a thing. Join the fleets. Bring the new battleships out of the ports. The Markgraf. This might actually be an interesting commerce raiding fleet. Big battleship with a bunch of destroyers as tenders. Reminds me that we actually have some interesting ships in the area. Just have to quickly find them. Actually, where do I have them? Fleets. Because we have two heavy cruisers of a specific class, which is called the Spee. They are in the North Sea and the Red Sea. You are in the North Sea? Hi, Oline! How are you doing? Pretty well. Red Sea? How? What? How would we even... Excuse me? Doing fine, you're chilling at the moment? I see. I'm gonna guess that it's a little bit confusing that they mean down here somewhere. Actually, let me check the name of the ship. I'm stupid, and I didn't do that. We have the Prinz Eugen der Spee. Okay. Okay. We have a lot of ships over here, so there's a lot of fleets that I need to check through to find these. I know that one of them is in the fleets up north right now, but the other one should be down here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. No, stop. Bad sleepers. Bad. It's the Admiralspeer, which is a different class. That's a randomly rolled name. No, that's also not the right one. It's honestly kind of funny how often that name rolls, because I did not name either of these. Where the fuck is that ship? It's the Black Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Adriatic Sea, Baltic Sea. Now, one of them should be around here. I'm pretty sure that it is. Yeah, the Speer is right there. Is the second one here as well somewhere? I actually have no idea where it is. Is it all the way over here? That's the Yellow Sea. Wait a minute. Is it? No, that's the Southeast Asian Sea. Well, actually, no. Don't know what this area is called. Where's the damn ship? Ah, there you are. I forgot to move you further onwards. And that fleet has actually escaped you anyway. Oh well. We're gonna need your tonnage over here anyway. Why can you not move through here? Fucking Austrian battleship? Yet again? Motherfucker. Where'd they even get one? Pretty sure that they are still tied up over here. So they just built 2 new ships that have escaped past this fleet somehow. That is honestly kind of funny. Motherfucker. This is probably not going to go well. Yeah, that's still not going well. Okay, let's quickly check our politics. Maybe we can make some points with Britain. No, because we've actually already done something this time. I forgot about that. It's fine. Yeah, line. They have teleportation technology. Game over, man. Game over. Yes. I mean, there's a tiny bit of a pathway next to the fleet, next to the control radius around it. Which is annoying, but I guess. You know. Hey, we started another invasion attempt on southern Algeria from somewhere else this time. Britain is threatening us with war. No, we're just going to pay them $7 billion. Fuck off, Britain. Don't want war right now. Another submarine. Auto-resolve. Another submarine. Auto-resolve. Another submarine. Auto-resolve. Whee! Engaging gameplay. Submarines don't actually have... Okay, that's actually something that I wanted to force to happen. At the same time, we're going to have to high explosive spam it to death. We have 3 light cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers. One of them is very heavily armed. The other one is decently armed. And then Bismarck. Not an actual Bismarck, but the first Bismarck. Juji keeps telling you that your cyberpunk saves have been altered 57 years ago. Excuse me? Somebody went back in time with your computer. And, yeah. Does this mean just aged 60 years? Yes. Fighting in a thunderstorm. Now, this is a fairly decently armed ship. 10-inch guns. We have a lot of 10-inch guns in this fleet, essentially. We're just gonna link you all into one fleet right now, except for the light cruisers. The light cruisers are gonna stay separate because they're more mobile. The enemy is straight ahead of us. It's not far away either. And here we have some of the tiny annoyance that I have with the way that the sound works. Because if you speed up the game, you speed up the sound of the lightning storm. So if I get it 30 times, which I can't anymore, never mind, it just took that ability away from me. This is essentially a moment of, they are trying to sneak a battleship out of port, and we've caught them red-handed. This is the Bismarck running the channel. Except that the Bismarck's on our side, and it's not an actual Bismarck. Playing it since over 2 decades before your birth. Should have taken over the entire fleet there, yes, thank you very much. So the veteran spotted the ship. The enemy hasn't spotted us yet, which is good. At least you can still hear yourself, you think, unlike Hunt. How loud do you have Hunt, though? Because the lightning in the Hunt isn't that loud. Or the fire, the stuff. Sorgnov are very good at it, running the channel as Bismarck. No, running the channel went well. Everything that happened afterwards was unfortunate stuff. We don't have to talk about it. Like, I mean, I play Hunt with audio. I play Hunt very heavily with audio. But, man, it's not that loud. Right? Also, my intent here is to set fires. Set a lot of fires. Our best chance to sink this battleship is not to actually sink it, but to break everything on board and just have it burn to the ground. Because we have no battleship main caliber sized guns in this fleet. Our biggest gun is a 10-inch gun, while they have, I think, 15-inch guns on board. And we also have no torpedoes. Smoke the entire fleet up. Not really visible right now, but it's definitely happening. Fires on board. Keep it going. Slow down a little bit. They are burning very well. So many hits. The game doesn't like it's that many hits, which is hilarious. All the partial pens are taking up the damage right now. You can just see the fiery beacon. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. It just had to hit me at the end. Gunner called for aid. They were calling for aid, alright. For the sailors jumping overboard. But no, in Hunt, I never really have the problem of everything being too loud. I don't know. The only thing that I found really deafening was the fire, which is seemingly returning in a few days. 7, to be exact. Which I'm really looking forward to, because that the fire map was really fun to play in. Okay, some light damage, but we sunk a battleship, which they really couldn't afford to do. So we have a 100% chance to take that territory because it's a very small port and some very big ships. Let's get you ass over here. Let's move all of these fleets down to over here as well. This is going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of tons of steel that we're putting in the ocean, in the Mediterranean. But it's going to take a moment for them to arrive, probably like 2 or 3 turns. But by that time, we should have taken Albania. That's another submarine warfare. Die, submarines. Surprise, if the enemy has any kind of anti-submarine warfare, should be fun. You've been training GAC the past few days as well. GAC? I don't know what that means, I'll be honest. I'm very sorry. I might be stupid. Ah. Oh, yeah. I've seen... Sorry. I didn't know what you meant with GSC, but I have seen you play with Jane. I was considering to jump into the chat, but I thought it was going to be rude. So I didn't. To just randomly show up in the middle of nowhere. We have another convoy mission here. 2 heavy cruisers. Let's see what happens if we auto-resolve. That's fine. First long way in general. I just don't like barging into stuff randomly. Somebody has once described it very well in a weird roundup of the introverted friends. Because I'm like the vampire. If you don't invite me, I won't be there. Layton doesn't seem to mind. Yeah. There's an open invitation. Yeah, it's just it's always been on my mind that I don't want to bother people, so I just don't turn up unless I'm invited or I have something specific to do there. Hang on, who? Wait, stop, what? I just clicked away something that said that somebody just had a bad response to Britain. Oh. Britain just fired at something from Spain. That's funny. I mean, what's Spain gonna do? The fact that they have 10 battlecruisers here. Actually, the fact that they have 10 battlecruisers here and they're still not exceeding 188,000 tons. How small are they? Take care. Have a good night, Bakasura. Body crushing work. Yeah. It is what it is. So now we're going to do something funky. We're going to take the Peninsula in here and send it out on its own. Now it does have some depth charges and the likes. It's gotta be fine. We're also gonna be checking where the in which fleet the Spee is. And moving it over there. And then we're going to do something that I haven't actually used this entire campaign. Kind of your fault for having done a task that you had explicitly excluded me the job description. Well, why would you do that, though? Because there was nobody else to do it, I guess. But... And you suck at saying no. Yeah, well, I used to. But when it comes to work, I'm very cut and dry at this point. If something's bullshit, I'll fucking tell them. Fight to the end with them, please. I do not wish to go to peace with Russia because they are very, very... Oh, God. You're not that big. And you're not that heavily armored. You know what? We'll take this fight. This is not the kind of fight these ships were designed to take, because, yeah. These are 10-inch guns against a battlecruiser. And the Spee is not exactly undamaged after the last encounter. But look at these beauties. Because right now your back is still hurting from yesterday, and you were not about to make it even worse. Fair. Are we in gun range or are they in gun range? What is our gun range? 22 kilometers. That's a really high range, I'll be honest. Now, this thing is very heavily armored. Not armored. But, it's gonna be interesting. It's dangerous, that's for sure. Take care. Have a good night. But... we shall have to see how this will go. We don't have the most guns, we only have 2 triple turrets. So we're gonna have to be fairly close to actually make use of them effectively. We do have a decent amount of secondaries. All of them are actually working, which is great. Still 16 kilometers away. They're getting fairly close with their shots, though. We're definitely faster than them, by a lot. That is 10 main battery guns, though. Our reload time is 27 seconds. At 10-inch guns, that's pretty decent. Penetration through the foredeck. That's nice. That's going to instill some damage and stability, so they're going to struggle a little bit harder at actually hitting us. Secondaries are opening up. I'm going to specify the secondaries to fire only high explosive shells, because I'm pretty sure that the superstructure should not just block all those. Woo. The ammo piercing from the main battery should be fine. Man, those shells are getting close. That's a lot of fire on board. That's gonna hit. Yeah, that was a hit. Overpensive zone. Woo. Good shots, nice penetrations. Lots of fire on board. We might actually just signal to fire. Change of plans? Never mind, it's already dead. You can never tell what Kiwi's thinking. Teaching her to play Hunter's going to be something. She gets it. Doing fine. That was a big hit that they scored on us. But we sank the battle cruiser, and they didn't sink our heavy cruisers, so that's good. See? Fine. I have not actually made much experience with Kiwi. They're just active at a completely different time zone. Normally, at least. But yeah. I've rated it a few times, though. She's having a big birthday thing starting tomorrow. Ooh. That's nice to know. I'm not actually there this weekend, but still nice to know. Persia pushed back the Soviet Union's offensive. We've gained Albania, so the Austrians have yet another port less. And we have yet another area we can at least resupply in, though it's way too small for anything reasonable. So these two shall now go to maximize their offensive capability against enemy merchant ships while reducing the offensive against enemy attacks in your own transports. We're going to set them to invade. And next, we're going to go to politics. Start yet another invasion against Croatia. Now we're going to need basically all of our tonnage here. Because the last time we did this, all of this tonnage right here was not enough. Another convoy mission here. Destroyer versus destroyer. Theoretically, we should win this. Auto-resolve. I don't know if you're sung. Your name is too long. I can't see what happened to you. God damn. Next turn. Work Destroyer 2, speaking of this weekend. Yeah. But even without... I meant more like, I can't really raid or engage in much in that regard. Because, you know, I'm not here. I'll be back on Monday, and on Sunday, and I'll actually have Monday, Tuesday off, which is nice. Might actually throw in a stream on Sunday. Maybe. That'll be late. But yeah, the reason why I'm currently attacking the ports is there's a funny mechanic in this game. If a nation has no more ports, it just disbands. It just ceases to exist. At least a major nation. So, America, China, Japan, Germany, Russia, Italy, Spain, France. Yeah, they just disband. They just... And you might have noticed that I've mentioned China. It's definitely not all the worst. Yeah, no. But it does make sense, at least for the purpose of this game, because it's a naval game, right? And we are focusing on the naval powers. For the minor nations, they continue to exist, even if they're just a landlocked country like Switzerland. Switzerland exists, it's there. It's just neutral. Some nation is building new ships, and it's taking a moment. Is it the Soviets? It might be the Soviets. I have a quick question to myself here. The war continues. Very good. I need to make sure that I pay off the people that I don't want to be at war with yet. Okay, that's transports. Strike the port yet again. Fleet superiority. Yeah, that's the worst port to do that at, I have to admit. So I'm going to have to shuffle everything down, up into that little circle here. It's going to be very bothersome. Now, they can't stop me. I have so much tonnage in the area that I'm definitely going to take it. But, it's just going to be annoying. You're just going to meet up with these guys over here. Oh, stop. The thing that I'm trying to keep from happening here is the fleets combining. Because a fleet that's too large is a massive hassle to actually use. So we can use the heavy cruisers and combine with that fleet instead. Because that has barely any heavy cruisers. Or cruisers in general. This is a very big fleet. Just gonna sneak up in there. That's definitely going to combine there. So that's all of those fleets up there. Now we're going to continue with the other fleets, because we have more. There's definitely going to be stuff that can combine, and there's basically nothing I can do about it. Well, this is just an overwhelming naval might. I'm pretty sure that they can do nothing to stop us here. We're literally... Actually, you're just going to stay around here somewhere, I guess. You're just going to stop some transports. You're not one of the major fleets. Did we miss a fleet somewhere? Yes, there. There you are. That is literally every single ship above a certain size that we have in the area. Apart from one, because it's stuck in this port for a little while longer. Because Königarter, the 136,000-ton behemoth, has been damaged by torpedoes, and it's just chilling there. At least that's what I'm guessing, because it was an auto-resolve against a single-light cruiser, and I have no idea how else it would have dealt that much damage. Also, the blockade is currently absolutely ridiculous. You can see over to my right, there's a little bit of a ledger where it says, at war with Russia, at war with Austria, and then the blockade's power projection. Yeah, it's 44,298,610 naval power against 0. they have no ships. The only ships that they have right now is over here. Makes me think I probably should actually move this fleet over there, because I need to remove all of their ports, right? And this over here looks majorly like a port. It's also been a massive annoyance the whole time. It's not a big port, so I don't need that much tonnage. But it's big enough to be annoying. Do we have any more big ships here? We have a battleship here. We have another Papenburg class here. Oh, yeah, repairing a new in battle, okay. That explains why you're not available. 3 by cruisers. I can move some cruisers. Preferably not this. Oh, actually, that is one of ours, the Valiente. I thought it wasn't. Just move everything. Do we have any other ships in the area? Destroyer. 2 destroyers. 2 destroyers. A destroyer. Some old light cruisers. The legendary, the one and only, the Frauenlob. The most legendary ship of this entire campaign. Well, we're going to ignore this combat mission, I think. Actually, we're just going to auto-resolve it, see what happens. Not much. Next turn. So, we've moved so much naval tonnage that I'm pretty sure there is no way we're not taking the country. Like, it's just... There's no fucking way. It's another combat mission that just popped up. It's probably going to be the same position. Coastal raid. Withdraw. Failure. Shit. Auto-resolve. Surprising, but welcome. Armed merchant cruisers, 5. Nice. We've just taken another piece of previous China, because they have in fact broken apart and just disappeared. So what is our chance? 84%? 84%? Are you kidding me? We've moved every single ship we have. Okay, next time we're gonna have 136,000 extra tons, I guess. We have some submarines we can move, I guess. Just to add a little bit of extra tonnage. It's gonna take 7 turns to take as well. We do have these 2 light, 2 heavy cruisers here. You're just gonna join with this. Fuck this. We're just gonna need every single bit of tonnage here. And the thing is, this is not that big of an area. The reason, okay, also the way that the tonnage that you need to capture an area is calculated by the ports and their size. They have fairly big ports here. One with 248,000, one with 393,000, and one with it's going to be a little bit 458,000. And I need essentially my entire navy to take it. America has got to be a major pain in the ass because of the way that it's segmented. Because you don't have small segments with one big port or something like that. No. You have the entire western US with 326, 513,000, and 405,000. The entire Gulf Coast, the entire southeastern seaboard, the entire eastern USA, and then Maine. I don't know why Maine is separate, but it is. It's weird. No, it's fine. Have a nice look. We are actually making advances into southern Algeria at this point. They're running out of soldiers. We've tried to invade them so many times, they've just run out of soldiers. What the fuck? Can we start another naval invasion of Cambodia? Let's take Cambodia as well. The straggle, which is going to be a battle between two fleets that have clashed before. It's probably going to be the destroyer again. We can pay up Britain. 7 billion. There you go. United States and the Italian Empire. You can do that. I don't care. Authors of this. Damage the port. Yep, that's a straggle. Authors of this. More damage to them. Good. Super torpedo protection 4. More weight, more floatability though. Less torpedo damage, less torpedo flooding chance and everything. Very good. Advanced bulkhead protection, amazing, except for the fact that it's even heavier. Advanced sonar systems 3. Nice. That is actually really good. How's this looking? 100%, very good. How's this looking? 69%. It's gone down again! Why does it keep doing that? Fuck you. Why are you still repairing? What are you still repairing? Your damage is at 0%. Fucking hell. We need so many more ships. Just to take stuff. Where are you, big boy? Playing for 1 month. Okay. Loading is repairing at the Yellow Sea. That's fine. We have the submarine attack here. Oh, great. Yep. Convoy mission here. Nope, we're just gonna ignore that. That's not gonna happen. CA America? What the fuck? What? Why does Russia have a cruiser called America? Another convoy mission here. Nope, not doing that. And then the 2 naval invasions. Well, at least the one in the east is going to succeed. Positives. Oh, that's a Japanese fleet. Let's see. I guess this is just going to be one of those moments where we just keep invading them. And just eventually hope that it works. Which is going to be extremely annoying. But it is what it is. And there's nothing I can do about it. But the funny thing about that is that we essentially need our entire navy that we have in the West. Yes, you have another 7 billion, I don't... Why? Fight to the end. We are not doing anything to you, Britain or America. Don't care. Oh, God. Why are you doing this game? Auto-resolve. It'll be fine. How the fuck did we not take any damage? I don't understand. The Antilles have taken over, yes. Damn it. I don't know where that is. We have a conquest, though. Oh. How do we need 68,000 tons for this? We're just gonna ignore that. Fuck that. Not doing that right now. Fucking Portugal. Why does it keep going down? Nothing is changing. There's no enemy... Okay, there's an enemy fleet in here now. That's a single destroyer. But none of our ships are getting dragged out of it or something. They're just there. Why is my chance of capturing this area going down? Fuck you. I don't understand. I'm very annoyed, though. Convoy mission over here. 4 destroyers versus... Yeah, auto-resolve. See what happens. That's okay. Submarine. Just gonna ignore that. Don't actually invade that. Eventually, it's just going to be so much that we literally need our entire fleet, every single ship, to take one territory. That's ridiculous. Nothing anymore with, you know, having two separate fleets operating in different territories. No, it's just going to be all one massive chunk to take one fucking area. First, I'm going to have to take most of Europe, though. Which is what I'm doing, to be fair. Peace has been signed between me and the Soviets. Well, the good thing is, we can take over parts of Russia. Well, we just took 2 provinces of Russia. Pay them money. Don't care. Don't want to be at war with them right now. Super Propellers 1. Nice. Torpedo chance. Good. Wait, what was Spain? I don't care. Huh? No, what? We just went to peace with Russia. Why are we invading Russia? We just gained massive portions of Russia, though, that connect our country. Our east is now connected to the west. We control the entirety of the land between France and Spain, all the way over to China. Through Kazakhstan, Central Russia, Germany, France, and then Spain. How do we have a 62% chance to succeed here? What bullshittery is happening? We have 2.67 million tons of ships in here. I didn't pay attention to where those ships were built. That's annoying. So, where are those ships getting commissioned? Actually, did I select it? Yeah, okay, I did. They're getting mostly built in the east, though. The Volpes. So let's just select for our next battlecruiser class, which is going to still take a while, because they're expensive. You know what? Let's build them in France. These are the modern-day Mongolian Empire. Yeah, we're just going to build this fleet in Spain and France, I guess. Barcelona. And Nice. We have one in Nice, one in Toulon, one in Barcelona, and one in Valencia. Actually putting the economy of that area to good use. Maybe we should try to go to peace soon. The thing is just, I really want to punch out the fucking Austrians. I don't understand why this chance keeps going down. It doesn't make any sense. We have such an utterly overwhelming size of a fleet in here. It's completely ridiculous. Why is the amount required to capture this still increasing? I don't get it. I don't understand. We've almost bled Algeria dry, on the positive side, and this is about to be captured as well. God damn it. It's done. Just gotta keep trying to invade them until we do, I guess. Maybe bring the entire class that we just deliberately built in the east over to the west, so we have more tonnage or something, I don't know. My god. Such an annoyance. Spain suffers from economic stagnation. We are blockading Spain by doing nothing. Pay them 8 billion. Auto resolved against the submarine. %, at least it's rising a little bit. That's actually really, really funny to me. Like, how are we blockading Mallorca? We aren't doing anything. We aren't battling them right now. They've actually managed to build us another battlecruiser here. Interesting. Unfortunate for them. If they want to do anything, they really need to get in on us. 47%. Is it because they pull out ships from the ports? Is that it? Is it because they have naval power in the area? And we try to get even closer to the port. Preferably not on the other side of the port. Man. At this point, Britain is really trying to go to war with us, I feel. And I do know that it's going to be very difficult to keep that from happening. North Atlantic. I don't have anything in the North Atlantic. The author is off again. Okay. Very good. Persia signed an alliance with Italy. 70%. Very good. It's rising. I don't have anything here, do I? I deliberately pulled everything back so that I wouldn't be angering you, Britain. I guess I have this one here, the museum ship, essentially. Britain is just making up bullshit to be angry at me. Very annoying. Unfortunately, it's making me pay them a ridiculous amount of money. Just because of me, they're back at $63 billion. Which is barely even a tiny piddle shit of what we have, but man, it's annoying. Well, the next turn decides whether or not we get the area, but we're definitely getting this one. That one is a guarantee. Unless they pull out the ship at the port again. We scared it into the port, which is nice. Though it might just come back out at any point. Actually, did it just leave? It just left! It just fucking left! How did you... What? How did you let it pass? What did you do? You goddamn morons. It's probably going to be too late for anything over here, but... What? Now, remember, even if I take Croatia and the other area, that doesn't mean that Austria will be out of the fight yet. We've discovered that they have a port over in America. Don't know how they got it there, but they did. Which means we have to move our ass over there and defeat that too, to make sure that Austria is gone. And the reason why I want Austria gone is the fact that an unoccupied area is easier to take than one that is occupied by a country. And for that, I'll probably just put together an expeditionary force, because it's a small port. It's not going to require this ridiculous bullshit. It failed, didn't it? For fuck's sake. Massive dissatisfied pacifists. Make an official statement that the government will offer financial aid to the needy. Yes, we will do that. It's expensive, but we have the money, and it's gonna be very nice. Yep, that did not succeed, despite the fact that we had a 70% chance. Withdraw. Success! Nice. Phew. So we're going to do two things here. One. Actually, wait, what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Did I pull that ship out of port? The Nassau, the Lauenburg. Fridtjof Schlesien, Ostmark. No, I didn't. So, we're going to do two things here. We're going to quickly put together a bit of a fleet. With some fairly modern battleships. Battle cruisers, to be fair. I see the future. We have one modern heavy cruiser here. That's decent. Going to reinforce the west. I think I built the other ones up here. Leave a skeleton crew over here, and then the last one should be in Petropavlovsk. We're going to take these fleets and sail them into the fucking Mediterranean. I've absolutely fucking had it with these bastards. We're going to take Austria, and if they fucking die by me trying to do that, actually that's exactly what we want to do. So we're just going to immediately start the assault again. Bastards. This is again not making any headway, but the thing is we're still bleeding them dry. They only have 9,700 soldiers left, and we're numbering them hard. They are bringing in a battleship, but it's probably not going to be enough. In the name of Cain! In the name of Cain! The entire deal with Austria is getting really annoying at this point. We've taken almost every single part of their important ships out of the submarine attack over there. Interesting. Not going to do much. 11-inch guns Mark 5. It's going to be good when I get to upgrade stuff. Naval invasion at 77% chance. I'm going to battle this out, not manually. It should be a very, very simple fight. There shouldn't be too much to be bothered here. Vittorio Coniberti. We should be spotting them fairly soon. Yep, there they are. 10 times speed, and then let's just go. That should probably be the cruiser, though. It's already marked as the flagship, so that probably is. Oh, it's not, actually. This is. Out of range still. It's probably going to be out of range for a moment. Well, the enemy knows we're here now. Just gonna essentially sail straight past them, but they're gonna have to block my path if they want to stop me. We're now in secondary range because the range of these is pretty nice. Because of the bad weather, our accuracy is not that great, so we're going to slow down and improve accuracy a little bit, just by being at a better speed for gunnery. Which immediately raises our chance to hit by a significant margin. Good shot. I think that was the secondary gun actually doing that. Okay, that actually was fired in a way that it's gonna miss. Thank God. That is so many torpedoes. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Gonna do a little bit of an emergency turn, because I don't know if they fired that torpedo recently. They do have quite a menacing torpedo barrage. Welcome back, online. So, let's just see. Transports. And then we're gonna go back to, attempting the invasion. Again. After they fucking made it fail the first time. Well, actually broke a secondary gun. Interesting. Not gonna help them much, but, definitely interesting. Speed up to top speed. That thing is sinking, for sure. Attack the other one. They might be stopping the... Nope, nope, it's gone. Definitely gone. Transport ships. Easy prey. The moment you have the escort disabled, it's just... death. They're all dead. These ones are even armed, but the thing is just they're not armed enough to actually be a threat to a light cruiser. They might sink a destroyer, but not a light cruiser. Yeah. I really just want the Austrians gone at this point, which is why I'm pulling together every single thing I have. I am leaving my eastern flank completely undefended, but at the same time, I currently have no enemies there either. Russia went to peace with me, which is unfortunate, because they were very, very, very good money bag. Though we do have another one that we can probably stay at war with forever now. Spain. So where's the Vulpes? It's not quite ready yet. Is that sailing in or out? That's sailing out. Where are you trying to go? Why are you trying to go there? What? Are you trying to take territory off of me? I mean, I appreciate you sending away your naval power. I like that. It's gonna make it easier to capture this, I suppose. I don't actually know if they have any ships remaining in this area right now, though. I need to check whether or not there's anything left in port. Submarine warfare. Depending on what it is, we're going to ignore it, because if it's our submarines running into enemy ships, we're just going to not do anything with it. Also, we should eventually actually build new submarines, because we're losing submarines at a constant rate, but we're not building any new ones, and all of them are outdated. Very, very, very outdated. Because honestly, submarines just kind of suck. Maybe unrestricted submarine warfare makes it better, but at that point, you're risking a lot of bad press. Honestly, that might be a way to deal with some American stuff. Depending on if they have anti-submarine warfare developed to a certain point. Yeah, I'm just gonna handle Spain as essentially a money bag right now. They're just there, they don't do anything. Sunk a submarine. Damage the submarine. Okay. You want 3 light cruisers of the Ferrano class. Sure. Yeah, we failed the game, Azores, because I didn't really care about it. That is currently where the entire Portuguese fleet is, funnily enough. Actually, not the entire. Just the largest part of it. Or a large part of it. 56%. Why has it gone down again? And not just a little bit. It went down by 20%. What the fuck, man? Absolute bullshit. It's because I have access to this area over here. Things I can't really pull stuff out of the area, because otherwise it's just gonna give me an even lower chance. But I have the opinion that it's down to the fact that there's one port further outside of it where they can enter with their ships. Which is just really, really, really annoying. I just want to have them gone. Just go away, Austria. Cease existing. Yeah, here, have 5 billion credits, I guess. Improved torpedo propulsion. Nice. It must be because they have access to that fucking port. Actually, both of these ports, to be fair. Go straight in. Should be another 100,000 tons, maybe. Straight into the area. Raise my chances yet again, as we are still trying to land invade large portions of their land, but it's not going to work because all of those armies are tiny against the main population of Austria. That's not going to work. Time is running out. Building new ships. Yet again. Yeah, pay money to the Americans as well. I just want to be done with this fucking Austrian bastard. 69%. It's something. There's another fleet on the way, but it's going to take a moment. Because they're quite a while away. And this is another big fleet, so that's another 200,000 plus tonnage. If it gets in time. It should, I think. Maybe. If we have another... if we have another 70% failure, I'm gonna be mad, though. Like, man, come on. Gimme the land. You can see I'm not gonna give up. Just go away. Send your fleets over to the east again or something, I don't know. The Red Cross urges Austria-Hungary and our nation to accept the exchange of prisoners. The government asked your opinion on this matter. Sure, we don't really care about that money right now. You know what? Auto-resolve. That's great stuff that we're getting right now. Well, they're still holding on in southern Algeria, but they are running out of soldiers rapidly. So let's just see, what are we advancing here with? 47,000, 35,000, 92,000, that's actually pretty big. Not gonna lie. And 16,000, that's not gonna work. 70%. Where's the Volpes? Still over here. They're not gonna arrive in time for this invasion attempt. If it fails, we're just gonna start another one. The game is just really not wanting me to defeat them right now, I'm feeling. Like, we have every single bit of tonnage, apart from those 4 battlecruisers that are on the way, in this area right now. It's literally our entire navy. All in one fucking place. Thank God. It's done. Thank fucking God. We have gained Croatia. We have cut off the mainland. So there should not be any support coming from for any of the areas. You know what? We're just going to redirect this fleet the Vulpes. You gotta go over here. Gotta go to the port of Spain and Trinidad. And that's essentially the last thing we do for today. It's late. I have gone a little bit over, but I usually do that during Ultimate Admiral. Also, if you have good ideas for names for ship classes, because sometimes I name ships after people in my chat. Germanified, sort of. So, we have this one, that is someone, I wonder who, Germanified and only part of the name. Then we have something obvious, because that sounds pretty German. And then we have something a little bit less obvious. Because I'm still going with very German names for the battleships, for the ships, apart from the Jericho. Though it is actually a word that also exists in German. It's also not a ship designed by me. But yeah, I'm gonna click end turn one last time. Also, we're gaining victory points against Spain just by doing nothing. We're not doing anything. We're just sinking transports by just existing. Why did you go to war with us, Spain? It was a terrible idea. Ah. My god. I still want... The war continues after failed negotiations. Amazing. I wanted that. Essentially, my last goal here... Yeah, you can have some V-23s. Why does everybody want V-23s? I don't quite understand. It's such an outdated old class of destroyers. I don't understand why everybody wants them. Oh, we're actually invading from Morocco with a big attack. That might actually break through. But yeah, this is going to take a while to sail all the way around. The Austrians have run out of ports. This is the only one they have left. If we take this port, Austria just disappears off the map. If it was me, you would have named the ships like SSR Mogus or Booty Destroyer. God damn it. That was the moment Spain knew they fucked up. I mean, literally, we decided to let them live. We just decided to have them be there in Mallorca and not fuck with them. Since then, they've gone to war with us twice. We haven't done anything, but they've sued for peace twice. They wanted peace after they just realized, oh shit, we can't actually get any ships out. Because, surprise, we control the Strait of Gibraltar. And surprise, we are allied with Italy at the moment, so... I still want Northern Egypt. Because I want the strait up here. I wish to have it. The canal is just too good. The Suez Canal. But for that I need to either have a major nation take Egypt, or have my army randomly decide to attack Egypt. Which both of those are out of my control. Not much I can do about it. But we're gonna, next time, start building ourselves a foothold in America. First of all, it's gonna be the port of Spain, which is gonna be a nice resupply base. It's a bit small for my taste, but we will suddenly start expanding. I need to decide on which country I'll start fucking with here. Probably not the Japanese, because they don't have anything big. When next stream? I mean, next stream is tomorrow. Next Ultimate Admiral is next week. If you are interested, there is a channel in my Discord. Actually, I don't know if my Discord invite is still valid. For schedules, there's also the fact that I post my schedules on Twitter. This week is a little bit fucky because Friday, Saturday, there's not going to be any streams. But apart from that, it's just according to schedule. So tomorrow... actually, it's not quite according to schedule, because tomorrow's also a little bit weird, because I'm currently trying out for Final Fantasy XIV Raid Group again, and that means that tomorrow's stream is an hour later than usual. And I'm going to be playing Armored Warfare with Ask, unless he decides that he doesn't feel like playing, because he's currently sick. So it depends on how he feels tomorrow, and then if he's not playing, I guess I'm going to play this. Yes. Over-explaining at a rapid velocity. I'm good at speaking fast and saying very little. But yeah, let me just quickly save. Yes, I shall end my stream here. Let me just quickly check who I can raid for the day. No worries. No worries. I'm going to send you over to someone else, that's for sure. I just don't know who yet. No, I don't want to auto-translate. What? You know what? Let's go say hello to San. Sorry. San Alpiran, previously known as Nitro. Who's currently playing Dungeon Monkeys, which is a neat little dungeon crawler with really, really wacky powers. It's a fun little game. It's kind of... Actually, dungeon crawler is the wrong word. It's a Metroidvania, but with a weird system to gain the powers. It's neat, though. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care. Bye.